everyone, and welcome to the Demia Avery Show, the industry. I am your host, Demia Avery, and today I'm so excited to introduce the guest who has made an incredible impact on the entertainment industry, both in front of the camera and behind the scenes. She is an accomplished actor with credits that include Stranger Things, The Morning Show, Sweet Magnolias, The Terminal List, The Young and the Restless, and many other film and television projects. She's also an Emmy nominated producer and the co founder and owner of Drama Inc., one of the most sought after premier acting schools in the Southeast, where she's helped countless actors develop their craft and build long lasting careers. Now, whether you're a seasoned actor or just beginning your journey, today's conversation is filled with insight, encouragement, and practical advice from someone who truly understands what it takes to succeed in this business. Please join me in welcome the incredibly talented Catherine Dyer.
Oh, go on, go on. Wow, I hope I live up to that.
Absolutely you do. And if I had a longer page, we'd be going down the page. So yes, 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 and yes.
Thank you. I am
Okay,
happy to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here. And I've been getting a lot of people saying, you really should have Catherine on the show because she's absolutely amazing. So I just so happy that you decided to join us.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and I adore your sister, so she
Oh,
asked, and I'm here.
oh, hey, Jara.
Hi, Jara.
All right, so Catherine, you wore so many hats in this industry: actor, producer, entrepreneur, coach. Which role has taught you the most about yourself, you think, and why?
Starting off with the hardball questions. Okay. I think I think teaching
Mm,
has really taught me a lot about myself because I found such confidence. I'm a late bloomer,
yeah,
and I found confidence late in life. I think of all the years that I banged my head against the wall as an actor, thinking all the actor thoughts, gosh, I'm not good enough, I'm not tall enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not talented enough. Oh, it's terrible what we do to ourselves. And I got in front of a classroom and I felt great about what I was doing.
yeah,
And people were listening to me,
mm,
because I spoke from the heart.
yeah,
And I found my confidence that way.
yeah,
So now, and also aging helps.
yeah.
When older actors come into my class and
Mm,
say, I know I'm getting started late. And I said, no, you're great because we innately have more confidence as we age.
that's true.
And we feel stronger about saying, I'm not going to do that.
Hmm.
And we don't care if we rumble.
Unapologetically, too. We were just
Yeah.
like, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we have to ruffle some feathers, we ruffle some feathers,
Yeah,
which is
I agree
fine.
with you. I agree with you. Now, Drama Inc. has become one of the most respected acting studios in Southeast. When you and who you work with started, and what was the vision, and what do you think that's made it so successful, and throughout these years?
Well, I gotta hand it to, owners or Claire Bronson, myself, Scott Poitras, and Jason McDonald. And Scott recently left the business of he just wanted to concentrate more on acting, which is, wonderful for him, but we
Yeah.
miss him. Um, Jason had the vision to begin with, I've got to say, and we all were okay, let's do it. It was like one step in front of the other. Let's keep going. And I tell you, I again, confidence. I'm like, I'm not sure I can do this.
Yeah.
How do I know what to do? But I'll tell you, one of the classes that I was teaching on camera basics, it was the maybe second or third class. The class ended, students walked out,
Mhm.
and I parked in the back and I drove around front. So it was probably 10 minutes after the students left. And I saw the whole class standing there talking, 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 talking. And I went, we've hit something.
Yeah.
This is community.
Yeah.
This is what this is. They're excited. And that got me excited. But also, I think one reason for our success is our passion. Our hearts are in this. We believe fully everything that comes out of our mouths. Also, every instructor at Drama Inc. will not belittle or humiliate or scream at or make someone feel lesser than.
Yeah.
because we're artists, we're humans, and both of those entities are very sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we listen, we're not going to say you're going to be a star, you're great, everything you do is great. We
Mhm.
give constructive feedback.
Love that.
Not
Love.
everything everyone does is great. You know.
Right, right.
I don't need to tell
No,
you.
but honestly, okay. So with that being said, you have a lot of actors that come that walk through your doors, that pass through your doors. Have you ever met an actor who walked into the class and immediately you thought to yourself, okay, they're going to make it. They're going to make it. What did you see that everyone else, may have missed?
Make it, of course, is kind of relative. What does it
Right.
mean? It
Right.
means different things to different people. There have been a scant few
Mhm.
who I think between the four of us have had a student that we thought, all right, this person is different.
Yeah.
There's something very raw and very honest about the work that this person is doing.
Yeah.
It's almost like the it thing, it's intangible. There's just it's hard to describe, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
as an agent, you know it.
Yeah.
And not that this person is a very talented actor, still auditioning.
Yeah.
This one person I'm talking about in particular, still auditioning, still trying to get the work, but the work is always solid.
Mm.
Her bad day is anyone else's great day,
Right.
you
Right.
know?
Right. And then speaking of that it factor thing,
This is water, people. This is water, not wine.
but listen, so if speaking of the it factor thing, there have been times, and I wonder if you agree that that person may not have been the most talented or had the most training or had look like this, but something is just like, there's something there that
Yes.
that's extraordinary. Would you agree to that?
Yes, there is a man. I have a class called OC 40.
Okay.
It's for actors over 40.
Okay.
And they get my jokes. That's the only reason why I have the class, so I can make jokes. They get all my references. Um, there's a man in that class who kind of does one thing,
Hmm.
but it's his personality.
Okay.
And he does his scene work, and I give him, we go back and forth, and it's kind of the sameness in
Yeah.
what he does,
Hmm.
but there's a charisma, a charm, a likability,
Hmm.
and an openness about him
Yeah.
that is infectious.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in class in a few months, and 3 times a week, students will say, "When's so and so coming back?" I'm like, "Well, he's in New York working, so he's doing his thing,"
Yeah.
which is great. I mean, he doesn't have to be, the best
Yeah.
actor on the planet. He's
Yeah.
pretty good. He gets by. He's fine. So more power to him.
That's right. That's right. Now, when you receive an audition, let us know because we have a lot of actors that are watching and, they, especially the new, I would say the beginners, they are confused like, okay, what should I do first? You know what I mean? So when you receive an audition, what is your process? Or like kind of walk us through Catherine's routine from the moment you open your email to like, okay, I got this audition until you're ready to perform.
It just happened yesterday. I'm getting a few more auditions, by the way.
Mm, mm,
So that's good, industry wise. I teach this in my class, quick turnaround, and in the breakdown.
mm.
What I tell people I have my 3 Ps,
Okay.
and this is sort of overall. Um, I'm prepared, I'm professional, and I come from a place of peace
Mm,
when I'm working, meaning I need all the calm that
mhm.
I can possibly get
Yeah.
before I walk onto a set
Mm, mm.
because it can be intimidating. It can be
Yeah.
scary. You
Yeah.
walk onto a set, oh, there's Robert De Niro. Oh, okay. Morning, Bob. You
Morning.
know, I walk on and act as if you see Bob De Niro every day. But the first thing I do is I have what I call my hour of power. I know it sounds dorky. I close the door, no cell phone, no dog, and I work 1 solid hour on my script.
Okay.
I answer the questions. Who am I? Who am I talking to? What's my relationship? Where is this taking place? What are the given circumstances? What do I want in this scene? What's my moment before? All of those standard questions
Hmm.
I ask myself, and I read it several times before I make choices and before I answer those questions. I read it several times, and then I'll start memorizing.
Mm,
Don't
okay.
memorize first. Do not memorize first because you don't even know what the scene's about.
Right.
And you have to read it several times. Apparently, Anthony Hopkins reads his scripts 250 times.
Wow. Wow.
Every
So
time you read
why
it,
does he do that? Just so that you act on instinct instead of what you memorize, or is that just a thing?
it's it's gleaning something different every time you read it.
Okay.
And I know I'm not going to read a script 250 times, but I will reread things several times because almost every time you reread it,
Hmm.
something else pops up.
Okay.
Whether it's something you say to someone
Hmm.
that you missed the nuance of it in the first read,
Hmm.
or whether it's another character talking about you.
Right.
Oh, I didn't see that. That's interesting. Underline that. So that will inform my process, my work, my
Right.
character, if you
Right.
will.
Right. Right.
And then I don't say I only work 1 hour on an audition, trust me, but I've got that solid. I've got that down pat,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
And then it's always percolating in my brain.
Yeah.
I will, I'll walk the dog, I'll saying my lines, thinking about it. I'll fold laundry. I kind of get it in my bones. And I read it before I go to bed. Read
Okay.
my scenes before I go to bed. I had this yesterday. I got two auditions for the same project, two completely different characters. One is three scenes, one is one scene, two are monologues, and I'm like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
I have a folder of things typed out. How am I going to do this? What am I going to wear? What am I, how's this going to work? Um, and it kind of kept me up last night,
Yeah.
percolating, percolating, percolating.
Hmm.
Got up this morning, did work on it. I got a good hold on it.
Hmm.
In fact, after this, I'm going to do, of course, more work on it. It's due Friday.
Okay.
I'm taping tomorrow evening with a colleague. I'd rather get it in a little earlier,
Hmm.
but I need the time.
Right.
And I'd love to book one of the roles. If I don't, on to the next one.
On to the next. And what do you do about anxiety? Because I know that
Ah, drink.
you do. No.
I'm
But
kidding.
because I know that, I heard you say, you have to keep practicing over and over and over and things like that. And then eventually you just go to bed. But I do know a lot of actors have extreme anxiety about that audition and they may overdo it. I don't know. What do you do when anxiety rears its ugly head?
Um, that's also kind of a younger generation thing too. Would you agree
Mhm.
with that?
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes back to what I
Not
was talking about earlier about when you're a little older, you think about things
Yep,
a little bit different. Okay.
right. Not that I don't have anxiety. Of course I do. I'm human. I have some favorite meditations that I listen to.
Okay. Hmm.
I take the onus off of the audition. I mean, this one audition is huge.
Yeah.
I was anxious. I was very anxious yesterday.
Mm.
That's why I didn't sleep well. If I don't book it, I don't book it. And then I wasn't the right type. I wasn't, maybe they don't know I mean, this is a male female thing.
Right.
They're looking for male or female. They don't know what they want until they see it.
Yeah.
We have to show them what they want. Um, I have some favorite meditations that I do.
Mm.
And I trust that I was sent this audition because they wanted to see me.
Yeah.
The casting directors went, let's look at Cat Dyer. So I've got that going into it,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
I'm not random, I don't think. And I breathing a lot of meditative breathing,
Hmm.
just sitting for a minute and doing deep breaths, really nice, diaphragm breathing, knowing that what could go wrong? What's the worst that could happen? You
Right.
don't book
Right.
the role?
Hmm.
Really? No. And you're even self-taping, so it's not like you're walking into a room. Those jitters are gone.
Yeah.
So breathing, little meditating, taking that moment, finding that place of peace,
Yeah.
which I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
finding your peace.
Now, one thing that I really, when I talk to actors or just actors, singers, whomever, and when I talk to them, I'm a big advocate of staying sharp. Meaning, you know how professional athletes don't stop practicing once they make the
Yeah.
team? Should actors look at training the same way? And so, why is
Yes.
that important? Yeah, exercising those muscles. Because I know a lot of people that just kind of, they take a class here and there, and then if nothing is going on, they just won't do anything at all. So, how do you feel about that?
That's when you should be doing something when nothing's going on.
Right.
We have that the old trope of the actor's tool belt and the toolkit, and you want to sharpen those tools always.
Mhm.
Yes, take I suggest actors to take improv for the actor, um, a scene study class, a technique class, and continuing on camera class. Those to me are good four pillars of your foundation.
Okay.
An ongoing on camera class is like going to the gym,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Our classes at Drama Inc. You choose your own scene. You come into class, you do it. The instructor gives you feedback, and you go back and forth, and let's try this, and what if this, and you sort of massage it and find where it might land or should land. There's no perfection. There's no perfection in this, and you perfectionists need to get rid of the perfectionism. I mean, perfectionism equates with paranoia,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you're thinking, oh, this isn't perfect, then you're getting paranoid, then you're getting in your head, and you've completely lost the scene. But
Yeah.
yes, I think I think you need to go to the gym. It's like your body, and this is my industry from the top of my head to my toes.
Yeah.
This is my instrument, this is my industry, and I need to keep everything sharp, including physically going to the gym
I love
and
that.
and this. Yeah. And also it's community, right?
Yeah.
And you're kibitzing with other actors and you're learning and maybe someone's writing a screenplay and maybe you're going to get cast in something, a little indie, which is
Right.
wonderful. It's what it's all about.
So if you keep your skills sharp, what's the quote? If you stay ready, if you stay ready, you don't have to worry about getting ready.
Oh, that's good. I don't know that quote. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
good. That's
Hmm.
great. That's great. There's a book I tell actors to read, especially newer actors. It's An Actor's Life by Jenna Fisher,
Okay.
who was Pam on The Office.
Hmm.
And she talks about graduating from college, moving to LA, and waiting to be famous.
Yeah.
She didn't take classes, she didn't get out and meet anyone. She's like, okay, I'm here. And then once she got into the community and was taking classes and doing theater and little productions here and there,
Hmm.
then it's like a ripple effect. It just grows and grows and grows and grows
Yeah.
positively, all positively.
Yeah. Love it. Now, in your opinion, if you had two equally talented actors, one trains consistently and one who only prepares when an audition comes in, which actor are you putting the money on?
Oh, which actor am I what? What's the
Putting your money on, putting your money on, or you feel that's going to get the part, or however that you.
I'm gonna put my money on the actor that trains because I know they're not gonna get to set and freak out,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The actor that trains, I don't care where you train, um, but yeah, I mean, and I know there are some actors that wait till the last minute and say, "Let me just do this audition, send it in." Well, that speaks a lot about how you work. And then what about the work that you actually do once you book the job? You're just
Mm.
gonna get on set and say the lines. As Spencer Tracy said about acting, all you have to do is hit your mark and say your lines with feeling. I want to know that someone has worked. I
Yeah.
want to know that someone understands the nuance of
Yeah.
the craft.
Mm. Now, I have a question to ask about you personally because you stay relevant in an industry that's constantly changing. So, what's the secret you think to having a career instead of just a few good years?
Staying in it. I try to stay positive. It's very, very hard to stay positive. 2025 was the worst year in our industry, in our market.
Yeah. Yeah.
I refuse to make jokes like, oh, you got an audition? I don't know what that's like. I refuse to give into that sort of negative humor, if
Yeah.
you will.
Yeah.
I refuse to say, oh my God, I haven't worked in 2 years. I'm not going to give into that.
Yeah.
I really try to stay positive. It's, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really very hard. And I just shot the Ms. Pat show
Oh,
and
nice.
with
Okay.
Robert Townsend.
I love it. I love it.
I was very excited.
Yeah.
And I going into it, I thought, okay, let me get this audition.
Mhm.
Um, and then I did my work, booked it, got to set, and Robert Townsend massaged this scene, and it was just glorious. I mean, it was not a big scene, but it was wonderful what he did, and it was amazing. I was just tickled at the craft of it all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that I left there, just I was stoked. I went back on a high again. I was okay, all right, I'm fine.
We're
But
good. We're
that's what we
good.
do. The actor's life is up and down and up and
Yes,
down and
it
up and
is.
down.
Yes, it is. And
That's
I think
why I drink.
a lot of but a lot of people, especially the ones that's really just starting, don't
Yeah.
realize how up and down things are.
No,
They don't realize it, and sometimes they can become a little frustrated and thinking, that it's all these outside external forces not doing this or something's not happening here when in fact the industry goes up and down all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also the actor will think, what did I do wrong?
That's true. That's
It's
true.
me. What did I do wrong? Where oftentimes those external forces are the issue and it's not you.
Yeah.
But yeah, finding things that you love to do outside of the industry, right?
Hmm.
Your hobbies,
Yeah.
whether it's just reading or doing crossword puzzles, whatever.
Hmm.
Finding those things, finding your community, writing groups.
Yeah.
You want to get into writing group or doing scenes with each other,
I love that. Hmm.
to stay sharp, finding scenes and taping them for each other.
Hmm.
And of course, that's where classes come in.
Hmm. Hmm.
I know as actors we don't have a lot of money,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
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 yeah.
um I read the book Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey.
Okay. Love him.
I actually listened to it. If you listen to it,
Mhm.
it's great because of his voice. It's same with Viola Davis. Her book was amazing.
Yeah.
If you haven't listened to it, he talks about maybe I shouldn't. He talks about okay. He talks about he was sort of off the cuff actor. He had a natural je ne sais quoi, right?
Right. Right.
He's one that you just sort of look at and go, okay, that guy's got something. I don't know what it is, but there's something very interesting.
Yeah.
And he was booking smaller jobs and he booked a job and he didn't take classes
Okay.
and he booked a job and he didn't look at I think it was for a small role in an indie. He wasn't famous yet.
Hmm.
And he said to himself, you know what? I'm just going to get to set and then read the sides.
Hmm.
So he gets to set. I guess it was one scene. He gets to set and they give him his little mini sides and it was in Espanol. It was all in Spanish.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So he told the director, "Can I have a few minutes?" You
Let me take
know?
this class real quick.
Oh my God. I mean, I kind of appreciate the cockiness or
Yeah.
confidence of it, but I no.
Oh my
No, you just
God.
get yourself into trouble. So
Right.
that's where preparation comes in
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
1000%.
I love that. I love that. Now, when opportunities start coming in, because we talked about, how things might be slow sometimes or whatever, do you think, what separates the actor who continues getting hired from those who disappear after like one booking? What do you think?
I don't know, some people might find it too difficult and say this is ridiculous.
Mm.
I'm not doing this anymore. Being easy, well, being prepared, right? knowing, being professional, like I said earlier, being professional, being prepared, and and being kind,
Mm.
being nice.
Yeah.
I know that sounds very simplistic, but people want to work with nice people.
Yeah.
You know, don't don't complain to someone at Crafty about the first AD because that could be his wife or vice versa.
Yeah.
Just be kind to everyone. I mean,
Mhm.
it goes a long way.
I
It
agree.
goes a long way. I don't know if I can answer that question completely. Um, I mean, I've known people who have taken classes for a year
Hmm.
and then said this is too hard.
Wow.
I don't want to do this anymore, which is fine. That's
I mean,
great.
if you know what your limits are, you know what I mean? If you know that if
Yeah.
something is not for you, it's not, but then sometimes you think things are not for you and then it totally ends up you know what I mean? So you just never know.
I mean, in terms of auditions, that's what happened with me with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I was not auditioning for roles like that.
Mm.
I was auditioning for the pearls,
Yeah.
you know, upscale stuff. And that came in and I thought, well, this isn't really okay. And
Yeah.
now it's all I do.
Yeah. No, it really is a lesson because even for me as a host and like journalists and things like that, people that know me know that I'm actually kind of quiet. I don't really
Yeah.
talk that much.
Yes.
So they're surprised to see me. And
Yes.
I'm even surprised to see me actually doing interviews and things like that. So you just never know if you stick it out, what you actually would be good at or what you actually may like and didn't think that you would ever like it, you know?
Absolutely. I'm shy. I'm very shy. So it takes some excuse me, it takes some prepping for me to walk into the classroom
Yeah.
and be there.
Yeah.
Um, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love doing it. Yes, I'm not the characters that I portray.
Yeah.
And these two that I'm auditioning for are that type of woman. I'm like, bring it.
Bring it.
Let me do it.
Awesome. Now, if you're an actor that's just starting out, and as a coach, like if they're starting out from scratch, knowing everything that you know now, what do you think what would your first 6 months look like? Just knowing everything you know now.
Oh gosh. I have my current class of on-camera basics are, I'd say 9 out of 10 students are brand spanking new.
Mm.
And what often happens with newer actors is, when can I get an agent?
Yeah.
When can I get in front of a casting director? I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no. And they don't
yeah,
understand it. And people, watch TV or films and think it's easy. They think, oh, I could do that.
yeah.
Acting looks easy.
Mhm.
Er, Um, learn the craft
Yeah,
of acting. There's time, there's no rush. There's no rush for anything. Excuse me. If you want to be famous, go to TikTok.
there you go.
Right. Don't be an actor to become famous. Please, please, please. We're
That's important.
storytellers. We want to tell stories,
Right,
good, bad, and ugly.
right.
Learn the craft, find an instructor that you trust. And as you're learning, then, you'll feel when, okay, I think I have the tools to break down an audition side. Let me get on Actors Access.
Hmm.
Let me get some headshots. Don't get headshots right away. Wait until you kind of know who you are as an actor,
Yeah,
as a human being in this new world.
yeah.
Um, don't rush. Just don't rush it. Learn things first because an agent, if you get in front of, well, I just said this to someone the other day. He dropped a class because he wanted to do a casting director workshop.
Hmm.
And I said, you might want to take the class before you meet the casting director.
Hmm.
He didn't respond because a casting director will see you in a scene workshop, whatever,
Hmm.
and they might think, wow, what a great type, what a great look. I'll see them in a year when they know what they're
When they know
doing.
what they're doing. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You
Wow.
don't want to make a bad impression because it doesn't go away,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
They remember you, like the casting directors and stuff. Oh, they remember you. So,
They do. And they have notes,
yeah.
on the back end of Actors Access.
Hmm.
They
Hmm.
take notes. So
Wow.
every time, your file pops up, oh, he auditioned for such and such and he wasn't ready and maybe we'll see him in 6 months. That's that sort of thing. They
Wow.
remember. Yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
also, if you're auditioning, if you're submitting things on Actors Access,
Mhm.
either confirm or decline. Don't leave it. Let them know because there are people on the other end expecting an answer from you.
Got
And
it.
if you can't make it, don't do it.
Right. Right.
Don't do it.
Now, when you spoke of TikTok, and I'm so glad that you did, because actors often feel pressure to become influencers as well. So, how important do you think social media really is, and where should actors avoid getting distracted? Because it can literally be a distraction.
It can, and the industry is changing. We had a workshop. It wasn't how to become an influencer, but it was for actors how to make money from social media.
Yeah.
That's why we did it. And it was really terrific.
Yeah.
In my opinion, well, Netflix isn't necessarily going to look at your social media
Okay.
life
Mhm.
for a co-star role.
Right.
I don't even know if they'll look at it for a bigger role. A smaller production, an indie production, might look at your social media life and see how many followers you have. And if you're in the mix for the audition and you do a good job, they might, "Well, she's got 500,000 followers. It would be good to get those eyeballs
Right.
to our project."
Right.
But I don't think it's a be all end all for
Yeah.
social media
I
for
agree.
actors.
I agree.
I'm
Now,
not on that. I'm not on that much.
no. I'm
Mm-mm.
going to ask you something. It's a little fun. Okay, so
Okay.
let's pretend a casting director called and said, "Catherine, you can play any character in television or movie history. Who are you choosing and why?"
Oh my God. Um, oh, that's really tough. What pops into my mind is Meryl Streep and Sophie's Choice.
Love Meryl. Okay.
I mean, that performance, first of all, but what a layered performance she gave, and I mean, I can't imagine the research the actor does for a role like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's harrowing,
Mm,
that whole story. If anyone hasn't watched it, watch Sophie's Choice. That's just popped into my head.
yeah.
If I had more time, I'd come up with different answers, maybe, or other answers.
No, that's a great answer. That's a great
Hmm.
answer.
Good question. Good question.
Now, as far as your legacy, when one of your students finally books that dream role years after leaving your class, what's that feeling like for you, or does it ever get old?
Well, I have to speak to Alexis Louder.
Hmm.
Do you know her?
I do not know who, I don't know her.
She took classes at Drama Inc. She became a
Okay.
friend. I'm sure she studied elsewhere, so we can't take all of the credit for her.
Yeah.
And she's ambitious, and I don't mean that in a pejorative way.
Right.
She knows what she wants, and she goes for it.
Hmm.
And she did a film called Cop Shop a few years ago.
Huh.
Might have been pre-pandemic.
That
She
sounds
was
familiar. Okay.
she was the main lead with Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
She was phenomenal.
Wow.
She was amazing. I mean, I was so thrilled. I was so
Yeah.
happy for her. I didn't think, well, we did that.
Right.
She learned basics with us,
Hmm.
but she went on and forged her own career and she didn't let it happen to her. She made it happen.
Yeah.
Agencies, managers, the whole world. I'm always thrilled when somebody books something. I got 2 emails last week from new students who book things, and it's great.
It's
I
just a
love it. I
wonderful
love it. I love
feeling.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it when Jara mostly gets, she gets the call and she has to call the talent and tell them that
Yes.
they booked something. She says that there's nothing
Yeah.
else like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love AMT, my agency. All three agents get on the phone,
Uh-huh.
and I answer the phone. And they say, "Hi, Kat. Hi, Kat." I went, "Okay, what is it? I know it's good news."
I love it. I love it. Now, I'm a firm believer also that people, once they get to know you as a person, they learn to trust you and things like that. So I have some fun personal questions. It's not personal, I promise. This is all fun. It's all fun. It's rapid fire, but it's just it gives you gives people an idea of who you are.
Ready?
You
Okay.
ready? Okay, so give me the first answer that comes to mind. Peanut butter or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Morning person or night owl?
I'm kind of in the middle, but I hate waking up early. And I'm in the wrong industry, aren't
All
I?
right. Okay, beach or mountains?
Beach.
Yes, yes.
Sorry to yell.
Favorite comfort food?
Favorite comfort food. That would be I can't believe I'm telling this. That would be Ruffles potato chips and French onion dip.
Oh, that's my favorite. That is my absolute favorite. Okay. Comedy or drama?
Comedy.
Okay. Last show you binged watched?
Oh, scheisse. Um, I'm watching stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Oh God, DTF Detroit I binge watched. There's a German show on Netflix called Cassandra.
Uh-huh.
I
Good.
binge watched. That's something interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fun.
Love it. One actor you still love to work with.
I would still love to work. Oh, um, gosh, well, I worked with De Niro, so
Wow.
that was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I think Meryl would be fun to work with. I think. I don't know. I'd be so intimidated though.
Yeah. Would you?
I
You stand
would
there with
be.
your mouth open, like, yeah, hi.
Viola, but yeah, Viola Davis talks about it in her book when she did Doubt,
Yeah.
and she was already something.
Yeah.
Viola was, and she worked with Meryl. She was nervous. She was a nervous wreck.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So if you weren't an actor, what would you be?
Um, Probably I would have gone into psychology,
Hmm.
counseling, which I mean, those two kind of
Kind
meld
of marry
together.
each other. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe criminal justice. I don't know.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's
I
different.
like. It is. Well, I enjoy a true crime. I
Yeah.
enjoy a true crime podcast or show.
Love it.
Love
Okay.
documentaries.
What's one thing your students always tease you about?
They don't tease me.
They don't tease me.
I don't know. What do they tease me about?
Mhm.
I have to pass on that one. I can't think of what they tease
They
me
don't
about.
tease her. They don't tease her.
The newer ones certainly don't.
Yeah.
Maybe my OC40 teachers. Maybe they tease me about, the references, the old TV show references.
Oh, that
I
is
don't know.
hilarious. Okay, so this is the last question. Finish the sentence. A successful actor is someone who,
Studies is positive and smart.
love it.
Be smart.
Yeah.
Be logical.
Hmm. Now, there are actors watching today who may be thinking about giving up. So maybe they haven't booked in a while or they had questions whether, they have what it takes. If you could speak directly to the actor for just a few seconds, what would you want them to hear?
I would tell you people to don't give up until you've really tried. It's a very difficult industry,
Yeah.
and that's at many levels. And the industry right now, well, it's coming. I feel like it's coming back a little bit this in the past few months. As I said before, 2025 was bad everywhere. Just don't give up. If it burns inside of you,
Yeah.
then continue. Stay in classes. So even if you're not booking, you're doing something for your craft, and surround yourself with fountains,
Hmm.
not drains.
Love that. Love that.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you're with people that say, how's your little acting thing going? that's negative and that doesn't do anything
Right.
for you.
Right.
So surround yourself, again, staying in class, you're going to build your community and you all want the same goal.
Yeah.
And also, I would say do not judge yourself against other actors. Please, I beg of you.
Mm. Mm.
Do not say, well, she got 3 auditions and I didn't get any. She's not you, you're not her,
Right. Right.
right? We're each of us so, unique,
Yeah.
obviously, duh. There's not another Catherine Dyer, right? I'm the only one that can do what I do.
Yeah.
So you can't compare yourself to what I do.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, just try to stay positive,
Now,
you
just
know.
as we closing this out, is there anyone that you want to say hello to, say thank you to, or anybody like that?
Hell no, no, I'm kidding.
And with that,
Listen, my Drama Inc. family has been remarkable.
yeah.
Um, our instructors, our students, we really have become a family. and and they make me very happy and they are very supportive of me as I am of them. We have our it's called Wine on the Beltline, the
Mhm.
instructors and our studio assistants. We get together at the studio because we open a door and it's open onto the Beltline,
Yeah.
and we just kind of hang. Even though we all work together, we still get together and we hang, and we might complain, we might not complain.
Yeah.
We are joyous in other people's successes. So I got to say, my Drama Inc. peeps.
Love it. Love it. Well, hello, Drama Eat Peace. I'm glad you
Yes,
could join us today. But Catherine,
yes,
thank you so much for being here, for sharing your experiences, your wisdom, your heartfelt and advice. I know actors everywhere are going to walk away being encouraged and inspired by this conversation. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe, like, and share. We're going to continue bringing conversations with the industry professionals who are here to educate and inspire and help you grow in your career. Until
yes.
next time, I'm Demia Avery, and this has been the Demia Avery Show, the industry. Remember, I see you, we see you, and it's great to be seen. Thank you so much, Catherine.
Thank you, Demia.